I've heard the same about how much he's asking for. So he understands how big of a fight it is if he's asking for top dollar. Do you think he's asking for top dollar so that the UFC says no and he says, hey, I tried? Or do you think he genuinely wants to prove his point against you and then potentially walk off?
Oh, you mean like try and price himself out?
Yeah.
Did that happen against Francis Ngannou, or is that just a rumor? Because I don't really know the ins and outs of it.
Well, I guess it's your definition of pricing himself out. I think he deserves every penny that he's asking for because I think he's the greatest of all time, and the resume would speak for itself. But a naysayer would say, oh, the UFC is not going to give you this, so you can say, hey, I asked for this, they didn't want to give it to me, it's not on me.
I would also agree with the notion that he deserves every penny that he makes, because he's done everything. He's done everything that he can.
He wants 6 months to prepare. What do you think about that? What do you think about a 6-month fight camp?
I can. It's hard. I can. At this point right now, I can kind of see John Jones just trolling the hell out of like Tom Aspinall, dude. Like I can see him like signing it, doing 5 months, and then just retiring.
He gets an injury and he retires. I see it too.
Like I think he's trolling him at this point. Like,
yeah,
it's rough.
We did a face-off at the O2, and it literally took 5 seconds. But like when we did it, we walked up to each other, and obviously, bro, I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 6'2". I'm 5'9". Like I've never been tall. But he walked up to me, and he said something. He was asking me about my height, and I was like, he was like, "How tall are you? 5'8", 5'9"?" Like he was being a dickhead, and I was like, "I'm 5'9", and I was like, "What are you?" I was like, "What are you, 6'2"? I was like, you got those big shoes on," like just making a joke of it. And then we faced off for legit 5 seconds, walked off. I don't know if it's his manager, his brother, like, and him were like, "Oh, this is super awkward." Like they said some stupid ass shit. And me and my team looked at him like, "Yo, you're in London, like this is your fight week. Like you're bitching about having to do some little ass media." Like it just, from that point on, from there on, I'm like, yo, I'm not touching this dude's hand. If he tries some because I seen him try stupid shit to weigh-ins, I was like, I'm gonna give it right back to this motherfucker. And that's why at the weigh-ins, I didn't go, like I always shake everyone's hand. I didn't touch his hand. I didn't have social media, so I didn't see his interviews, but I seen him like saying he walked up at the O2. He didn't know where I was at because I was so short. So I posted a picture of me on top of him, mauling him, like putting, like just laughing. Like I'm respectful. Like GSP's my favorite fighter. Always respected guys, but when you're an asshole like that, like don't, like I can give it right back. So personally, Leon, him and his whole team, and that's how I feel about the whole situation.
Did he say anything to you after the fight?
That made it even worse because I went up to him. I'm like, yo, man, like I'm like, you're a great champion, blah, blah, blah. He just like kind of like brushed me off. Like obviously he's upset, but even his whole team, like I try to like say what's up, and they were corny as too. So it was just whack. My coaches didn't even go over there. Like, yeah, like we're not saying to these dudes. And then even before they raised my hand, I tried to like touch him behind Jason Herzog, and he's just salty. And then seeing all that he was saying about me throughout the week, I'm like, all right, I wish I was even fucking meaner to this dude. And that's why like I posted shit about the headshot dead and them not having guns in London, because now I'm going to make fun of you and I'm going to poke at you because you're a fucking asshole. So maybe Bilal was right about him. He's all butthurt about all kinds of shit. So, because I've seen him put the gun to people's heads at weigh-ins. I was like, if he puts that stupid ass water pistol to my head at weigh-ins, I'm gonna slap the fucking shit out of his hand. So I was ready for all of it. And that's why when we did the face-off, I walked right up and my nose was like on his lip. And then he wasn't looking at me. I'm like, you're not looking at me. I'm like, you're gonna be looking at me tomorrow. So hey, he's somewhere crying in London right now, and I'm back, happy man in Philly.
Chama! Aí, ó, bravo. Muito. Chama. Obrigado, mano. Mais uma vez, tamo junto. Chama!
Porra, tanto será que tá na área? Essa. Hã? Tá, porra.
Normal, sabe? Пока десыл. Не, одной рукой. Хорош.
Good John Jones story that nobody knows, because I was cornering him for that fight, his last fight against Stipe, and we found out that Trump was going to be there, and for probably a solid 15 to 20 minutes, while he was warming up, like 15 to 20 minutes, he's getting ready to go out to fight for the belt. Probably 20 minutes of that warm up was him just practicing the mechanics on how to do the Trump dance right. We looked it up, we YouTubed it, and he was practicing the Trump dance in the locker room, getting ready to
Savage.
do it.
How confident are you of victory where you're already practicing your victory dance?
Pretty confident.
And the best is we were all for it. We're like, no, the hands gotta be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. So we were coaching him through it as he was doing it.
MMA legend Cain Velasquez chasing after the man he allegedly shot. You can see the black SUV chasing that truck. Inside the truck was a man accused of molesting a family member of Velasquez.
This is exclusive video captured on a cell phone camera showing what appears to be Velasquez chasing after the vehicle, which seems to show bullet holes and dents on it. According to court documents, Velasquez rammed the vehicle with his own truck, then while driving, fired a gun aiming at this man, Harry Goulart, who was out on bail after being charged with molesting a young child at a San Martin daycare center. The documents confirm the child is a, quote, close relative of Velasquez.
Pardon Cain Velasquez and put these child molesters to death. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I was in charge, brother. I promise you that on everything.
Cain Velasquez released a statement saying, "I am truly sorry. My actions were reckless and extremely dangerous. I'm ashamed and regretful for how I handled myself on the day of my crime. Out of all this, I wish safe healing for my family, and to the Goulartes, I wish safe healing, and to the community, I wish safe healing."